Either I excuse myself in from class, ama I just tell the clients that I cannot do the work your time.
Actually started during the corona period. Kulisota.
University. It is not only the highest level of education but also the most prestigious institution in the country. Most parents' dream is for their kids to join them. Most high school students and even those in primary school yearn to join one of these institutions, and if you have interacted with them in the village, just how they view university students and the graduates as well tells it all. Kenya has a total of 23 public universities, 14 chartered private universities and 13 universities with a letter of an interim authority. Early in the morning, streets in Nairobi City are busy as people are rushing to their workplaces so as to put something on the table at the end of the day. Similarly, university students are also going for their classes as that is the primary purpose of them being there. A survey carried on the state of graduate employability in Kenya stated that, and I quote, "University students who gathered experience prior to graduation had a higher premium to employers, thus making them less affordable." End of quote.
With the high level of unemployment in the country, companies shutting down due to the tough economic time that was even worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic, could this be some of the reasons as to why university students are working before graduating? Let's find that out in this week's feature, Early Earners.
A typical weekday in the university involves classes, assignments, and group works. After the classes, I met Immaculate, a freelance writer, and she shares with me her journey in article writing.
So I started writing back in the day, 2014. Yeah, it's because I love writing. I read a lot of novels. So when you read a lot, it kind of helps you, it motivates you to write. And I guess because I was bored, kukaa nyumbani sana, you get bored. So una decide to kutafuta kitu ya kufanya, and it was easy to start writing because it's something I've been doing since kitambo, since I was in high school.
Even though freelancing sounds good, getting clients is not always rosy, as one has to start from somewhere so as to build a portfolio, or we can call it brand image, to attract clients.
You start writing through people. But when you work on accounts, they give you jobs like several articles a day or several articles a week so that you write for them. Then they pay you through that. Or unapata clients, then they give you the articles, and wakikupa hizi articles, of course they won't give you the amount of money yenye wamepewa na the client. So that's how I started out. Then kuna time too difficulties in arise, and then he had to close up the account he had, and that's how I started venturing into other ways to get clients.
Apart from getting clients and work through accounts from freelancing sites like Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal, Simply Hired, People Per Hour, Equant, Crowded, The Creative Group, 99 Designs, Next, Writer Access, TaskRabbit, Skyward, Design Hill, Freelancer, Guru, Hireable, and Flex Jobs. Other ways freelancers use to attract clients include word of mouth through referral, cold pitching, which entails emailing clients directly, having a clear and up-to-date portfolio and marketing it, blogging either for yourself or others, through LinkedIn and updating your LinkedIn profile and making it professional, through Facebook and LinkedIn professional groups, networking, as well as keeping your social media profile up to date. Since Immaculate is also a student, I ask her how she balances schoolwork and writing articles, especially if she's working for clients who are in different time zones and want their works within a certain duration based on their time zones.
How I balance schoolwork and writing, it's easy because writing ifanya kama part-time and school of course. Nikifungua shule, there is weekends, most of the classes which are Thursday, so there is Friday, Saturday and Sunday for doing that. And during the week, kuna classes zikisha mapema, I fit in time to write and before I sleep. Yeah, and also neza andika like very early in the morning. Yeah, before classes. When I get an urgent job na niko class, I just either I excuse myself in class from class, ama I just tell the client that I cannot do the work your time sababu I'm in class or something.
Some of the common freelancing services offered include article writing, academic writing, transcription, graphic design, video editing, photo editing, and audio editing as well. Even though freelancing may seem to be a good job since you can work from anywhere, Immaculate shares with us some of the challenges she faces.
Sometimes you get very hard topics. They're very challenging. Sasa inakuwa tu challenge, inakuwa ngumu juu kupata sources ni ngumu, ama ukipata sources zenyewe as you go in hand na the topic yenye umepewa.
Apart from online work, which many prefer since provided you have internet connection and a laptop, you can do it from anywhere. Other students have ventured in other businesses such as selling clothes. Patrick Kinene started his business called G-Wares and he shares with us the genesis of his business.
It actually started during the Corona period. Kulisota. So I was still around within campus and nikamua tu nikasema tu acha nijaribu kenye tunaweza fanya at least because since everyone was down at that moment, acha tuone kenye tunaweza jaribu kufanya at least tusaidiane kupanda pole pole. So we started off na nguo kadhaa. Actually tulianza na nguo kadhaa zangu zingine nilizitoa tu and up to now it's been almost 9 months. So nasema I give birth.
Before establishing any business, identifying your target audience is vital. Who does G-Wear target?
Sasa kuna hadi za maboy. Nikaa tu wote. Za watoto ndo bado tunaleta pole pole. This is I can say it's a shift in business. A shift. For leo tutatoa nguo, kesho tunaweza toa pallets, kesho kuto tumeleta vitu zingine. It's like a chain to pole pole.
Since his shop is a physical one and requires his presence there physically, I ask him how he balances between classes and running his business.
At some point it actually affects a lot of things, but at the same time it's like a timetable. When I'm kept at the lunch at the theory. Yeah, so my going home so once I'm out of school, shamaliza sangine napaka leo napata class extend, but hata extend unless nimepita kutoka 5:30 the stuff work. But so I go to school as well. If the classes end at maybe let's say afternoon by 3, 4, by 4:30 I'm actually here. I have 30 minutes to interact with friends. Then I'm here to work.
With the fashion industry evolving by the day, I ask him what the future of G-Wear looks like.
In 5 years, well, let's just leave it to God, first of all, because you never know what tomorrow might bring. Alafu, naweza sema tu penye tu itakuwa, I'm just hoping itakuwa the greatest, because you never know, because people are like balloons, you never know where they may bounce to next. Unaweza kuwa hapa kesho usikie umekuwa contractor mahali fulani, kesho kuto usikie sijui ulipata wapi ukakuwa daktari. Yeah, so all I'm hoping for is the best for G-Wears.
Since this segment is all about youth empowerment, we gave Patrick a chance to share his contact details and the location of his business as well.
On Instagram, Pato G, or G Wells, G_Wells. Yeah, G Wells. Kila mahali Pato G tu. Search Pato G, YouTube Pato G, WhatsApp Pato G, ziko tu hivyo. Alright. Yeah. Kama uko anywhere within Thika Road town from where kuna pahali inaitwa Ruiru. Once umefika Ruiru, kuna place inaitwa kwa Cairo. Hiyo ni Lofa, unapanda Lofa, inakufikisha kwa Cairo, just outside Kenyatta University, Ruiru campus. Yeah, so ukikuwa hapo, utaona tu Kamara mapo, unaulizia Makutano Junction. Makutano Junction, hata utafika, utakuwa tu hapo. I'm just at the center of it. Yeah. Number ni 0729 837 072. Nazarudia sina. 0729 837 072. Yeah, hiyo ndo namba. Unapiga hiyo, tunakukujia penye huko hata.
Apart from just being smartly dressed, jamborees usually have good food, and one thing that doesn't miss is a cake. We met Elsie Wanyoike, the founder of Ewin Cake House, and she confesses that were it not for Corona, Ewin Cake would still be just a dream.
This business, I began it during the period where we were home, Corona period, and I'd say it's self-taught. I got inspired through YouTube, not a specific person, but yeah, through interacting with YouTube, I got to know some new skills, and it's been a good business so far, and I really hope that we are going to make it even bigger.
Balancing between studies and side hustle has been a challenge to some students, but Elsie states that she handles it professionally.
I really I kindly request the client to give me a date of when they actually need the cake, and we also get to check the timetable collides or not. If I have a tight schedule, then and I really can't fix myself at all, then I'd say that the client will just have to, unfortunately I lose that client. And it's, I'd say interacting with my clients has helped me a lot. We ensure that there are timely deliveries, that they are that offering of the service in a delightful manner.
Just like any other business, Ewin Cake House also experiences some challenges here and there, but to her, they are a blessing in disguise.
The challenges that I encounter is, for one, during deliveries, we'd say saa zingine unakawia kwa barabara, ulikuwa umeambia client utamfikishia by this time, but because you're using the public means transportation, unapata umechelewa na some minutes, of which it is good in any business to honor the actual time that you've agreed with the client for proper delivery and satisfaction of the client's needs.
Since she mentioned comrades, can they afford the cakes?
If you having that question like what are the pricing of my cakes, I'd say they are at an affordable rate. First of all, it depends with the flavor of choice, because there are many. There's vanilla, there's orange, there's mint, there's chocolate, there's black forest, there's blueberry. There's just quite a number of flavors, but they have a different price list, but we really try to make them standard for everybody.
And in what sizes are the cakes at Ewin House available in?
For those who might be wondering what are the sizes that I have for my cakes, I range from a half kg, 1 kg, all the way to 5 kg and also and above. And also I got cupcakes too. Cupcakes, yes. They are also available at Ewin Cake House. So for any cake that you'd wish to have it baked, we'll really glad it to cake it with love, as also that is the slogan of my brand. So karibu sana Ewin Cake House, as we cake it for you with love.
Finding something constructive to do after classes that has monetary benefit or even just honing one's skills is something university students should consider instead of spending the 4 years at the varsity partying and going for road trips only. However, striking a balance so that the side hustle may not interfere with the academics is vital. Amos Amcla Makokha, Early Honors, Amcla TV.